kíkọ́ láìsí ọkọ́ àti àdá kò ì pẹ́ o, kò ì pẹ́ o.
This has to do with policy somersault. If you look at Nigeria as a nation, we have so many agricultural policies that were actually developed. But for any regime that comes up, he wants to propagate a different policy altogether. I want to say that for the first time in this country, we have a regime that has taken over from another regime that is trying to maintain the agricultural policy. And that is the more reason why you are seeing a reinvigoration of this. Extension is the key word. And what do we mean by extension? Is getting information from where they are generated to where they will be adopted and utilized. And that is the link that is actually the problem. Now, for you to get efficiency in extension, number one, the innovation must be there from the agricultural research centers. Number two, there must be carriers, conveyors of those ideas from the research institute to the target. And this is where the missing link is. Initially, Nigeria felt that they will try different systems of extension. But what seems to be working for us is the strengthening of the various colleges of agriculture, because they produce middle-level manpower. And this middle-level manpower are supposed to be further trained in agriculture in such a way that they will now be able to reach the farmers. Because if you bring information as raw as it is from the research institute, the farmer will not be able to understand. So it's the extension farmer that will interpret that and understand the sociological setup of the rural population that will take this information to them for them to be able to utilize. Now, so what the government is doing now is to try and make sure that in the process of diversifying agriculture, we fragment agriculture into various business components. Like, for example, who are those that are into fertilizer? It's a special group. Who are those that are into tractor hiring? It's a special component. Who are those that are into fertilizer and fertilizer application as a special component? Who are those that are weeding specially? Who are those that are business in harvesting? Who are those that are good in bagging? Who are those that are good in reprocessing, deshafting, and then taking them finally to the market? So this is what we are planning to do in such a way that every individual now, when he goes out in a day, will definitely come back with something. Like if you are good in weeding and you have a weeding machine, you can easily go out and apply what you have on the farm and come back with your youth. Move into agriculture. Youth run away from rural to urban migration. Run away from addiction, from drugs, and make sure that you are a viable member of the society. But most importantly, the handset has brought in a lot of distraction and destruction to our system, where people use the handset on social media to woo us into going against government, into attacking ourselves. That will not help us. I want a judicious use of the social media for us to be able to move this country.